Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I have such a juicy one. It's a little unhinged. There are things that I regret, things that I would not recommend you purchasing that are very viral at the moment. So we're just gonna get spicy and down to business. There are things also of the new because I have a full face on right now that I love. Things that I'm like, oh my gosh. We are married. We are we are in it to win it for life. Good makeup days ahead. This is all like new, viral. Hello, she has things to say about just dropped makeup. Let's dive in. Danessa Myricks coming in hot with new yummy skin serums. Now I love using this as a primer. I love this when the weather gets warmer. I can thin out and hydrate up any of my foundations, moisturizers, put it on the body. She has had these serums before out, I think in 2 different tones, but these are new. This is brand new. It may have been formulated a little bit different, but they sure do smell the same and they smell just so light, delightful, crisp. The shades are Fresh Pressed, Main Squeeze, and Juice Boost. Now I am using Fresh Pressed, the pink one over here, Main Squeeze, which had a little more pigmentation than I was bargaining for. Initial application with Fresh Pressed was there's really not much there. It's just giving like a subtle serum-y glow. And then I went in with Main Squeeze because my curiosity was just too deep and I had to jump in all the way with this one. I'm happy I did. I will be using these again. And then I actually put this one on my chest. So I am wearing technically all 3. I love these. Hydration Boost, Niacinamide, Dragon Fruit, Kiwi Extract, Hyaluronic Acid. It's really just plumping up the skin, and boy oh boy, my skin has been so disgustingly dehydrated. Like I need a humidifier ASAP because the air in Texas is just void of any moisture whatsoever. Like everything's staticky and just like almost painful dry. So I am leaning hard on a product like this. Moving in to the next contestant. I love this so much and I am shocked. I did not think I would love this as much as I do. When I share with you the sheer shock of how much I initially am enjoying this foundation, excuse me, skin tint. When do I like a skin tint either? I am blown away. I do not hold back with my opinions. This is not sponsored. I do want to share with you guys that this is a lighter coverage. It is a tint. Let's keep that in mind. You guys know that I absolutely love a more full coverage situation normally. However, I was able to go in with a little concealer underneath this, let it sit, put this on top, and I am like, we're like this. This is not itchy. It is not breaking apart. Let me tell you what's in here. Triple powered hyaluronic acid. We have squalene, niacinamide, blue-green algae, all of these hydrators that are just making the skin just plushy. It is gripping somehow. It's not like a slimy skin tint, which I personally appreciate. I don't like it when product just kind of wipes all over the place and it kind of feels like a tinted moisturizer plus. Like I want it to moisturize and hydrate and plump, but I also want some coverage and buildability, which this is buildable. I went in on one side with a foundation brush, their brush, which honestly, let's just skip this one. It was not for me. I went in with a beauty blender on the other side of my face. Although I liked it with the beauty blender, it was not giving me enough coverage for my personal taste. So then I went in with an old friend, the Blendiful. So you could use any velour puff, press this in. It actually worked best with the velour puff. I'm blown away. I will be wearing this again and again and again. Shade 5 is my shade. It was a very decent match. They sent shade 3, shade 5. I was a little scared. I was like, I am hard to match, but I think this looks really nice. This is my first go at it. I have not worn this more than 2 days. So let me also say, hey, you know, at the end of the day, I could be like, but from where I am looking right now, having it on for a couple of hours, it is not moving around. It's not getting overly greasy or oily or separating. This is also said to be a long wear skin tint. So I get very impressed when a tint can give me longevity. That is not often the case. Good job, Milk Makeup. This is such a win. Love Hate We'll Have to Get to Know Each Other product coming up right now from KVD. This is the new Good Apple Contour. It's a bronze and sculpt balm duo. You have a warmer side, you have a more, I don't want to say cool tone because they're all a little bit different, but this is the light duo. It's, you know, definitely something for sculpting, something for bronzing. At first I was putting this on and I'm like, where's the makeup? Where is the makeup? Like I'm not seeing the makeup. And then I really kind of went in hard with the beauty blender and I was a little aggressive and maybe a little bit frustrated, but I put it on and kind of bounced the product on and I'm like, this is seamless. This is the kind of makeup that blends and moves into the skin. It's not giving a ton of color all at once, which sometimes you don't want that. So I would say for my clean girlies, my clean makeup girlies out there that love that kind of a look, you want to wear a little something to the gym, you don't want to goop up the face, you don't have time to do makeup acrobatics, you just want to like put it on and move. This I think will work for you well. I am excited to use it again. I don't know that I love this particular combo. I'm curious to see what the medium or the step down from the light would look like. Let's move into a little glow recipe. Now this one, I don't love. I need to do like one of those videos where it's like viral makeup and it's like, meh, kind of like it. It's okay, but not bad. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And then like, you know, at the other end, it's like glowing, 5 stars, can't live without it. Because that's usually how I break down makeup. Like if you want to be in my top spot, if you want to be a part of my everyday, you best be doing backflips as a makeup product. You better be everything and then some, because I feel like I try it all. And I have this bad attitude at this point because I've tried so much that I'm like, I've had better, which it's kind of great and also awful. Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewy Flush. This is loaded with niacinamide. It probably has hyaluronic acid in it as well. This seems to be like the dynamic duo, like these two together are like throwing down in every hydration category of makeup. And I just sometimes wonder, I'm like, so I used a primer with niacinamide and hyaluronic acid and also foundation with niacinamide and hyaluronic acid and a triple hyaluronic acid. And then I used a setting mist with hyaluronic acid. And then also my concealer had niacinamide and hyaluronic acid. And then I'm like, oh my God. And so did my sunscreen and my moisturizer. And like, I go through the list and I'm like, is my skin screaming like, hey, you, lay off the niacinamide. It's crazy. You have enough. Like, I know that like we all want good skin, but now makeup and skincare are so merged and jammed together that as far as like the science of it, can there be too much? I need to look into this, but I just noticed, I'm like, oh, here we have another one with niacinamide. This one right here is beautiful. It goes on gorgeously. I am surprised because I seldom like an applicator like this. I seldom like anything that's jelly juicy. I feel like they typically patch. This one is giving it the most beautiful, natural, goddess-like flush. I do enjoy it. I'm not wearing highlighter, but there's definitely a nice amount of glow. I didn't feel like I needed a highlighter. After putting this on, it's kind of like your 2-in-1. If you have skin that is great and you want kind of a, again, clean girl combo type of a thing, these two together, actually this whole setup so far is really, really good. It's winning. It's doing all of the things. It's blending, it's not heavy, and it's leaving a nice luminosity without being overly gross, greasy, slick. Shall we talk some smack? Shall we go down the lane of like, hype? Let's get ruthless. And I love this brand. So let me start there. I love this brand. So many of their products are actually in the I'm doing backflips, love you forever, top spot in my everyday area. But this new one just disappointed me, and I've seen it online, a bunch of people reviewing it and liking it, and I was excited to try it. I don't understand the hype, and I might be the odd man out with Kosas powders. I feel like they are very much geared toward younger skin. I don't think someone with more mature skin is going to do as well with their powders. There's something about them that sit on top of the skin and get a little bit gummy, and I find that my skin gets shiny right away when I use them. Now, what I'm talking about today is actually their new brightening powder, and I used the brightening powder in Translucent Candy. I don't hate it. So like, let's not lose our head. Okay, fine. I kind of hate it. Here's the issue. I'm wearing Huda Beauty on this side, and I am wearing Kosas on this side. Do you see exactly how shiny and a little bit like broken apart all of this is? Like the skin just does not look as uniform and as good as this side. Now, this side still has that nice luminosity. Like we're not losing that by any means. And I think that the under eye is a lot more smoothed out. And in real life, you can see the powder has kind of collected on any moisture spots and kind of done this weird thing where you can see the powder. I cannot stand that. I cannot stand that. Now, powders that are great in this category, the old Givenchy, that was the standard. Huda Beauty in the shade Cherry Blossom Cake is a lighter pink, but it will still give you that nice brightening under the eye. The Catrice Pink Bright and Blur, if you want something that is more that HD, like a finer texture, I would check out this one. The Kosas sadly just did not hit it for me. And I think the reason that when we get a little bit older, we're willing to spend more money on skincare and beauty products is because they need to do more. You can get away with products not performing at top level on much younger, flawless skin. So you don't really know like exactly what is it really doing? Is it helping to reduce texture? Is it balancing out oils in the skin? Is it dehydrating the skin in any way? Like what is the real deal going on here? So that being said, I'm starting to understand why women do gravitate toward like Estee Lauder, Clarins, and Lancome because the powders typically are milled in this different type of way that if you are over 35, like let's just, you're over 35 and you want something that's really beautifully milled because it sits on the skin differently, you're gonna enjoy powders from Lancome. You just probably will. Now this is their new bronzer. I am so jazzed about this. I really, really love this. This is the CE Transforming Bronzer. This is 03 Light Medium. This is made in Italy. It is so smooth. I'm wearing it as my eyeshadow today as well. I'm wearing it to contour my nose. It's a beautiful, beautiful bronzer. I'm shocked at how this like melted into the skin. So if you're looking for a gorgeous, soft, buttery, smooth, elegant, elevated bronzer, this would be so impossible not to love. I am truly shocked by it. And I even think the case is just so gorgeous, elegant. It's kind of giving a little bit Victoria Beckham vibes with the tortoiseshell kind of feel to the packaging. I love it. I think it's great. All right, moving to lips. Love this lip liner. Actually, I love this combo so, so much. From Buxom, we have the shade Dangerous Dolly Powerline Liner. This is such a beautiful liner in general. I have a lot of their shades. This particular color, I love. It's like this beautiful rose. It is more cool toned, like the undertones almost lean that mauve purple, but it's very, very pretty. It's not that obnoxious, loud situation where the color just looks cheap and off. This looks rich and expensive. I am wearing their lip plumper on top of it in the shade Dolly as well. I love these. This was from a little set that was sent to me that I don't think they carry anymore. I was too late to the game trying it and I just tried it, but I looked online and they do sell them individually and they are newer to the Buxom line. Oh my gosh, this shade is everything. If you like that kind of a berry, mauve-y, rose-toned liner, this one is really, really special. And then the tip on the Buxom liners have this nice edge to them where it's really great to line the lips. It's very goof-proof, super easy, everything A to Z. I'm all about it. All right, something that's not new, but I have to tell you guys about because I think they're discontinuing it. So this is gonna be like a drop everything you're doing in the middle of this new. We're gonna go to something that is not new, but that I used today. And then in my mind, I was like, oh my God, I forgot to tell everybody. This is on sale, I wanna say for like $12.50 from Iconic London. This is their liquid brow, and this is one of the best brow waxes that does not turn white, crusty, weird. You can move the brows, brush the brows. I've been using this every single day and I need to order more and I don't know why it's on sale. It's scaring me that it's half off. So I thought I would mention that to you guys. Oh, and I forgot to tell you what's on my nails and my shirt because I've been so up in that game. Everything will be in the description box. How do we get there? Quick little tutorial. This is where you go. You hit the more and you expand it and you can see everything that I am talking about listed and linked down to any of the current jewelry that I'm wearing, like my new love, the Moxie ring from Bauble Bar. I wear it like every single day right now. I am wearing new polish from Olive and June. I need to look at the bottles because I forgot the name, but they're new and it's like, oh, it's so pretty. And then my shirt's from Faherty. I got this one on my birthday shopping adventure, you guys. Okay. Points for me because I did not spill on myself while doing my makeup in a white shirt. Speaking of brows, this one from Benefit, this is like, are we trying too hard? What's going on with this? I don't know how I feel about this. I want to love it more than I do. I need to try it again. The brows are good today, but it's because I also went in with my NYX pencil, the Powder Louder. I always do this to course correct. Like if I try something that I'm like, well, that wasn't it, I will always go in with this one. I want these things to work because man, oh man, do I not have much of a front brow. And I think I can figure it out, but this was not like an immediate, ooh, like it just wasn't. Now, Benefit also came out with a new mascara. You guys, I just decluttered mascara and I kid you not, I don't know why I'm like a magnet for it. I have gotten so much new mascara in the past week alone. I don't know what's happening. It's like literally I made space and like all the new is coming to me. All of it's coming back in. This one I purchased myself, so it's not PR, but I have received a lot of PR mascaras. And then if I'm out and about and I do see something new, I'm going to try, especially if it's a viral moment like this. The packaging's adorable. The mascara itself is a little bit confusing because there's so much volume happening. The brush is like got two, like we're split personality. We're a split personality brush, but it volumizes like crazy. This I have a lot of hope in. It does not lengthen, but it volumizes and I immediately kind of liked it. So I am going to say that this is like something that I do have high hopes for. Now moving into my number one, like, oh my God, like love at first sight. Like I'm done with the rest of these fools over here in the category of liquid liner. You guys look at my eyeliner today. I didn't even have to like clean it up. I didn't do this before foundation, which was so dangerous. Liquid liner, wing liner, it is not easy. I have to like, you know, it's just, it is not easy. It's never easy. You have to have perseverance, focus, steadiness. And this particular liner is giving everything you need in application, bonus points. This formula does not smear. It does not budge. It does not collect in the waterline. Now, what happened the other day, I was on live and I kept complaining that I had to keep digging in here to get Q-tips to kind of be like, sorry guys, I tried a new eyeliner and it's just like kind of getting all over the place. So after that live, I was like, man, I really love wearing a wing liner again. Like I really love how this looks. The crispness of it and going all the way into that inner corner. I'm gonna try monkeying around and using different ones every day. I used the KVD black. I loved it so much. I wore it like 3 days in a row. And then when I was at Ulta, I got the brown. The brown is now my new BFF. This is so beautiful. It's Mad Max brown. This is newer. It's gorgeous. Grab this if you're still into a liquid liner. This one I'm gonna say is better than Tom Ford. It's so good. Whatever they did, slam dunk. Let's get back to the hate brigade. Let's end on a bad note. This right here, what are you doing? LifeLock, the hydrating setting spray. Now this has a lot of cool things going on in it and I really, really wanted to love. When I was at Ulta, I was like, do I splurge for the big bottle? Do I get the small one? Like I'm still really in the Anastasia new setting mist. I love that one. It locks you in nice and tight. This one is kind of the same thing. It's a 16-hour transfer proof, waterproof, sweat proof. This has hyaluronic acid, bakuchiol, niacinamide. There you go. That had to be in here, and this is supposed to have a really fine mist. It feels nice. It's not terrible, but it smacks you like a hose. Like they did not refine the mister on here enough. The droplets are too big. I want to have a vapor mist of like, I really want to drench my face. Do not get me wrong. Like, I want there to be wetness on the face. That is how I like my setting mists, but I want it to be even. I don't want it to be like a spritz of droplets. And I know that sounds like next level crazy. So if you're crazy like me, you probably won't love this. If you're not crazy, then you probably will. But this one just did not do it for me. It was just like too close, too much, too wet. And I just can't. It feels dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Did I say I hated 50-50? I think it's more like 25-75. I would say the top product, this one right here, this one right here. In second place would be this new foundation. Absolute dream to put on. I love how my skin feels right now. Like, honestly, it doesn't feel like makeup, but I still feel pretty covered. It's really, really nice. And outside of that, what would be third place? Dolly. Dolly's coming in. No, Lancome. Oh my gosh, we have third and fourth. I did good today. More that I love than I don't. A lot of new things to try as always. Let me know what you want to see next. Thank you to everybody who's been hanging out with me on my lives. I'm enjoying that so much. If you've missed any of my lives, be sure to go to the live little avenue on my page, drop it down. Everything is there as a replay, but that has been something that I've been enjoying so much. And I, of course, am always going to be here trying new things. So leave me your requests. I love you guys. Go have a good one, whatever you are doing. And I will see you all in my next video. Mwah.